You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Samuel in motion. Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The return is Jones. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown sending his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Shamar Stewart able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Part of my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
An inside give, Brown. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 228 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Whoa. Right 80.
Play action. It's Burrow. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase finding the end zone yet again. And the Bengals add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Bengals just continue to roll. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And look at the big man rumble. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully out to the Super Bowl.
Well, that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. McPherson on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
7-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Here's Jones on the return. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
Here we go.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result, this is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
On 2, ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. Now he's loose again. He may go. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 59 yards. And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground.
On one, right? Here we go, here we go. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Jamar Chase finding the end zone yet again. And the Bengals extend their lead yet again. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
McPherson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And now here come the Ravens. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing is Jackson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And they get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
14 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. A gain of 14. First down, Baltimore.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The ball comes out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down.
And this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Jackson going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. On his loop for the extra point. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. Now gets set to head back out onto the field. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter.
11, gun. Shot. 11, Thomas. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's second and 10.
Starts on the coverage.
And Burrow going to change the play.
On
the handoff, this is Brown. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Brown with his stick skills. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Shot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Here we go.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people and their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Shot.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
12, 12, 12. Cut.
Burrow going for it on fourth. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's going to be caught. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get...
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, rush. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. rush working from the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.